Good morning, and welcome to episode 2 of Cooking in Isolation with Bruce. That's me. Today we're doing the open-faced turkey and egg breakfast sandwich. You're gonna need eggs, turkey, bread. I like a nice grainy bread. This is like a 14 grain thing. It's nice. And cheese. And here we have a lovely Gruyere, aged Gruyere cheese. Now it's kind of expensive, but it is the way to go. So first thing we're going to do, blink, in goes the butter. This turkey is some sort of honey glazed thing. It's probably more than I need for what I'm doing here, but it was only, 95 grams. Safeway has a home style turkey that they make themselves. And it's better than the processed stuff, which this is, this processed stuff. Still pretty tasty, but it's not as healthy as the other stuff. So you just want to break it off, tear it, drop it in the frying pan, in that butter there. Now it's already cooked, so you're not really going to cook it here. It's way more than I need for what I'm doing. Whoop. That goes in there. Right here. You'll see what we're doing here. You can see that, right? Just stirring that around. Okay. We're going to want to put pepper, of course. Everything I cook has lots of pepper in it. Salt. And garlic salt, which is nice little thing. Just a pinch. There's a nice little spattering of garlic salt. Alright, you want to just slightly lower than a medium heat. Well, it already smells good, that garlic in there. You're just sort of browning it. You don't need to, overcook it a lot. Let that do its thing. Good. I'm going to put the bread in the toaster. I'm not going to turn it on just yet. And set those eggs aside for the time being. You'll get your cheese. Now you want to get enough cheese to cover maybe 2 pieces of bread. You know what I mean? You'll see what happens when we. Oh, here we go. That's a big slice there. I don't need that thick. You want it thin enough that it'll melt. One of the nice things about Gruyere is, aside from the fact that that it tastes great, you can do it on anything. You can melt it over cauliflower, you can stuff it into a pork loin, you make this sandwich, of course. It's absolutely lovely when it melts, and when it melts, it doesn't run all over the place like an aged cheddar, which is also quite nice, but it sort of stays in place. When you make a tuna melt with it, it's absolutely brilliant. It just sits there and boils on top of the tuna. Maybe I'll do that one day. Alright, I think that's enough cheese. More than enough. The other thing I like about Gruyere cheese is that eating it on its own, I mean, it's tasty and all that, but it's not like, a cheddar where you just sit down and eat a block of cheddar without any trouble. Gruyere is too strong, it's too powerful to eat on its own. So you basically just want to cook with it. That's what I do anyway. I don't eat it on its own. So like when I have my medication and I get the munchies, I don't necessarily dig into my Gruyere cheese. Gruyere is also pretty expensive. Now you can see what I've done with my frying pan there. I've made a 2 slice of bread size pile of turkey. And I'm just going to fire the Gruyere on top. Okay, something like that. Okay, and I'm just going to let that melt. Gruyere is also, like I was saying, is a little expensive. You'll find that at Safeway for sometimes around anywhere from $55 a kilogram and up, which is expensive. There are places where you can find it for $49. I know there's a place on Commercial Drive in Second. I can't remember the name of the place. but it's about 49 bucks a kilogram there. It's a little bit cheaper, a little bit easier to stomach. Now, we're going to do our eggs in the frying pan along with it. And if you can, you tilt your frying pan a little bit this way, right? Just to keep your eggs on one side. You can use 2 or 3 eggs, up to you. I'm going to use 3. Oh, I broke one. Doesn't matter. It's all going to the same spot. These are organic, farm fresh, free range chicken or eggs. Is that upside down to you or upside right? I don't know. Let's put it that way too. I think that's upside right. There you go. I think it's probably right for you. They look kind of funny compared to the thing, but apparently this nice orange color that they have means that they're fresh or fresher. So when you get a yellow yolk, apparently that's not as good. Anyway, these are tasty, but twice as expensive as normal eggs. Pardon me. So what we're going to try and do is keep that separate there. Now, because I've got a broken egg, it's running all over the bloody place, but I'll survive. And when that starts to settle down a little bit, you can go ahead and turn your toaster on. You're also going to want some French's yellow mustard. I love this mustard. There's a time and a place for fancy Dijon and whatnot. This ain't it. Yeah, so you have a close look here. You can see that the cheese is just melting nicely on there. The eggs are frying away. We're waiting for the toast. We're waiting for the eggs to finish. I'm going to try and flip that egg over. All right? It's a big blob of egg, so it's kind of hard to do. Let's see if I can get it. I got to set it down to do it. Oh, that'll do just nicely. Okay. Any second now, the toaster's going to pop. While we're waiting, do you have any requests for the next meal? I'm thinking that maybe my 4 days the perfect homemade chicken noodle and veg soup might be my next item. You don't need to cook the eggs through. Over easy is the way to go. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but right there's a little bit of clear egg, which means it's not quite cooked yet. And the toast should be coming up in, oh, I don't know, 3, 2, 1, boink! That's not done enough. I like it nice and done. What we're going to do, while we're waiting for the toast to finish up, I popped it prematurely. All right, we are going to, hopefully without breaking it. Oh, that almost worked. I'm trying to get that. Oh, well, that's close enough. Now, what we have here is we have the egg on top, cheese underneath, turkey down below. I'm going to turn the heat down, even off, waiting for the toast to finish up. There we go. 2 pieces of toast, buttered. Okay. Drizzle that with mustard. And should just slide right out. There we go. Boink. And there you have it. The open-faced turkey and egg breakfast sandwich. Absolutely scrumptious. See ya. Thanks for watching.